Do you know Hindi? Yes, I know Hindi. मुझे हिंदी बहुत ही अच्छी तरह से आता है. So okay, so before getting into the question and other things, so I would like to welcome to this particular virtual meeting, and I would like to thank everyone whoever has joined. And yeah, so today is Teachers Day, so I would like to say thank you for joining, and have a great Teacher Day. We have learned a lot of things from our teachers. So first of all, it's always like you have to thank to anybody whoever had taught you something, right? So for Google, social media, or any link or anything. So even if you are a subscriber, you have commented something which gave me a feedback or other things, so that also will help. Now getting into the questions, I see a lot of chats that are coming up one by one. So I will get started with my first questions. Okay, where are you from? I am from Odisha. मैं सोच कि आप okay, yeah, I know Hindi. SSRA tips in English. Okay. So if you are testing for SSRF, wait. I actually gone ahead and explained him or in this particular question what is SSRF and how do you detect it. So basically his question was actually to find out what are the tips for detecting SSRF. So the first tips is wherever you see a user input that takes as URL as an input, things like where you can provide your website URL or even wherever you have file upload functionality, those are the places where you can find for SSRF. Even the things like some of the website have API hooking URL, or maybe things like where you can provide some URL to fetch some image or other things. So those are the places where you can check out for this SSRF attack. So I actually answered wrong, not wrong actually, but yeah, things like I started explaining what is SSRF, how you can use Bob collaborator and other thing, but this is actually the right answer which the audience was looking for or the person was looking for. Thanks for the question. Novo Security, that's really nice for you, gesture from you. Now Tech 049, he says, does degree matter for cybersecurity? It's a trivial question. Basically, I have seen some of the guys who has basically come up from like college culture or from their culture, but it is not like that. That if you have not done any degree, then you won't get any job. Probably it's all about the skills. Now, I would like to tell you one of my own story. When I was in my BTech third year, I was in Gunupur in like BTech third year. That time only I get a job offer for an organization to work for their security. I think it was by something, I forgot the name. So without completing my degree also they were asking me to join, but I have to complete my degree project and all those things, so that's why I didn't went ahead with the offer, and I like completed my degree and then join any organization. Okay, next question is, I have little knowledge about network security and I'm certified by Cisco, Rajat and Grover. Can I start a small cyber business with my brother? So it's depend actually, Ignition Gamer. First, you have to build a good skills and knowledge. I would say if you have like Cisco certified, I think it is fine. But in real world industry, it works in different way. People doesn't always see the only one certified or something, but they see the real skill. I would suggest you to appear for some interview for some of the good company, like let's say a big company I would say, where the product security kind of company, where they will filter you properly, then you'll get an idea like where you stand. And if you are like actually able to answer all their question and other thing, then probably you are good to go. I keep on going for interview sometime just to test out my skills and if I am actually outdated or something. But yeah, I get some feedback whether I have that knowledge or not. So based on that, I proceed further for my knowledge enhancement. Of course, these days, modern days, there are a lot of videos those are coming from different YouTubers, and also there are different social media link. If you are following in Twitter, you'll get some of the great resources URL like resource, I mean hackers like, or researcher I would say, like Patrick, I think I have follow in Twitter also. He posts really nice blogs about different attack that he's been doing. So keep learning yourself in that way. That way you will improve your skill. Next question, Chris was okay. Bro, I am a 17-year kid. I am new to hacking. I only know basics of hacking. That's good. I love to do them. Okay. My team is to, okay, my team, okay, to crack OSCP before I turn 20. Please give me some more tips. Okay. So if you are someone who actually planning for completing their OSCP within your college career or maybe within your 20 or 22-year age something, so I would suggest you to go ahead and learn the basics really well. Typically get the network as much as you can. Things like OSI layer, what exactly the different network protection, how does the port work, what are the different exploits that are available for different, or also when you come to the tips, if you have completed the basics really well, go for this try hack me and vulnerablehub.com. They are like really nice like VM or the target that you can basically download, host on your local, and try completing it. That way you will also learn in a really good way. So I have already made some video, probably you can go through that as well and try like, so the learning pattern should be like, first you follow what somebody has done already, not my video only. If you find somebody else also explaining good, go ahead and watch it, learn how they are actually following. The reason behind I am making this particular question, I mean videos are, I've seen a lot of videos in with different YouTuber who are just showing the screen, not talking, just writing some of the text. People find it really boring actually when they come to reading text. Actually, even a kind of guy like me, not everybody. I know some of the guys who really like to read books and other things. So yeah, so when it comes to cybersecurity, people find it boring. So if it's good when somebody explain with their own like methodology and along with the own story, then that makes more sense. So you should watch all those things whichever are good, and follow the approach rather than like following the particular one way or single way. Because when I say, I have recently posted a video about CTF on vulnerablehub.com, where I have just go ahead and run this uname-a. So uname-a basically is knowing for the kernel version, and based on that you going for attack. Now it is never always that you will find some exploit with known exploit by knowing the kernel version. So there are multiple other way also. So learn about your Linux enumeration technique also, and that way you can get some like more learning. I will try make a videos on that Linux enumeration more and more, so that you guys also get some better idea, right? So that way we make a good structure. Now next thing, please create course on SMB and Windows exploitation. Yeah, SMB is part of Windows exploitation. So one more thing I have actually never said on my YouTube channel, I am also appearing for one of my cybersecurity exam, which I will let you know, guys. I have to appear that exam before December 15th or 12th. Yeah, so yeah, I will let you know, guys, once I complete that exam. So once I complete my course or exam, then I will come up with some course or other thing. I've already made videos on this network and buffer overflow attack, in fact API security, and I was also planning these days to make some videos on Android security, because Android security is again one of the rarely discussed. Many people are using, billions of users are there on Android devices. So we'll make some stuff on that, so that they will get better idea. Okay, yes, Pratik, yes, I heard you. So I am already planning actually. If you see my Windows, I cannot show unfortunately, but if you see my Windows, I have this Android Studio installed, and like APK tool, Dexter and all those things. So we are onto it. So we'll make a videos on that. ओके, व्हाट इज योर क्वेश्चन? भैया आपने जो वेबसाइट का बताया था वो सारे कंप्लीट हो गए, आगे क्या पढ़ें? ओके अभिषेक, आई डिडंट गेट यू व्हिच वेबसाइट यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट. प्रोबब्ली यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द SANS course. So if you have done the SANS course, I think it is really great way for you to like get started, you know, the basics and other thing really well. Now start following some of the network security testing which videos I have made. I think 5, not more than like 10 to 12. Complete that metasploitable too. That way you learn your like network security skills also. Again, I will make some more videos on web application security really soon. These days I wanted to say one more thing about this bug bounty. So bug bounty is one of the pretty like highlight all over the internet these days. Everybody is starting to share their proof of concept and other things. So bug bounty is one of the part of application security. It's not the everything. Okay, you need to remember that bug bounty is just one component of your application security testing, not the whole component. So it's always good, it challenges you to learn or find bugs in different product, which is always good. I've also seen some of the guys using bug bounty platform for some like going ahead with the running the scan and other thing and reporting. So practically, guys, I have already handled couple of bug bounty program. I have also reported multiple security issues. So I know both way, right? Both end of the chair. Like I have been a researcher also. I have been also as an like person who evaluate in bugs. So that way I know how does it work. So yeah, bug bounty is good platform. You learn really well with a different target, but don't think like you will report some of the issues like, okay, secure flag is missing and this is an issue or other thing, right? Sometime it happen, but yeah, you need to keep on learning, find out different bugs. I think one of the bug I was planning to make videos on account takeover, which probably it will come tomorrow, so that you guys get better idea about this bug bounty thing. Next question, please. Okay, more advanced videos on buffer overflow. Yes, my guys. So tech 049, I am coming up with more advanced videos on buffer overflow both for Windows and Linux. Keep watching. Probably in a month or something I'll make a videos on that buffer overflow tech advanced thing, ASLR dep, all those things, right? So probably memory protection, all those things, bypass, will definitely come up with that. Okay, so I only know basics at 17. Is it too late? No, man. It's not too late. Everybody's learning. Even I am like still learning. I am aged now, but still I still learn. A lot of thing I learn. Thank you, sir. What about? Yes, it's about sense. Yes, it is about sense. So if you have completed sense, then go for the next step. As I said, watch some of my videos, try some of the systems, gain more knowledge. I'm facing problem with Metasploit GUI. What exactly the problem? Just mail me on my mail. I typically reply to everybody. I have left the mail inside the description box, or even in the YouTube business, where also you can contact me. I'll definitely solve or try solve, actually, not solve. Okay, okay, that's fine. Sir, I have problem in Armitage. Yes. Yes, please do, Pratik, please do mail. I will definitely try help. Oh, you should make a group of social media guide on OSCP. Okay, that's nice question, Abhishek, about a group for OSCP guys. Now, as I said, one more thing is OSCP. Some guys says OSCP, some guys says web application, some guys says bug bounty, some people says network. So it's an quite challenging task. I'm having my own office work and along with managing YouTube and all those things. Even I have some other personal tasks also going on. So yeah, so I will try answering everything that you make on a question, other things. So probably the way I can do is like next time onward, we'll make a separate meeting only for OSCP question answer. No, don't ask me question related to your OSCP lab system, other thing. But yeah, you can ask me some of the approach that you can take. Like one of the approach I said in recent videos, like if you found some 80 port something open, run directory buster, go buster, or even Nikto scanner, check robot.txt. So these are nothing but the approach. So you need to know the approach rather than the solution. Like somebody will say, okay, xyz.com slash this particular URL and you get the flag or something like this. So it doesn't work in that way, right? So again, OSCP is one of the method which is different from what we do in our corporate work. So that's another different topic. So I am also planned to make more videos which are explanatory rather than tutorial, because there are a lot of tutorial already there on internet. So feels like it doesn't make more values to make a same repeated thing, right? So rather instead I can come up with some research which I will do probably after December, since my exam is on my way. So and also some guys also talk about like own course, other thing which you will do in future, but and also some of the research work. But for this time being, let's go with the flow. Okay. Lots of hackers have funny story behind starting hacking. Is there any story for you? That's a really interesting question. Yeah, there is one of them. There are multiple story actually, but I will still share one of the story. So I remember when I was like 15 or 16, I started pretty late actually into this information security. So but then I have some of the curiosity in my behind my mind. So my uncle used to lock the system. Probably that time Windows XP was running, and he used to protect the XP with some of the password. Now someday I have to actually come up with the bypassing, because he was restricting me to not allowing me to use his system and prevented with the passwords. Every time I go to the system, he used to type down password, and he typed really fast actually. So probably very few people know. His name is Devasis Raut. He types really fast. So he used to come and okay, the Windows open. Now I had the curiosity to how to break that Windows XP system. So I went ahead and read some Google about, or I think that time Rediff was more famous, or even Yahoo. So went there and search about what are the ways to like hack Windows XP system password and other thing. I come up with this ERD commander and sticky key and all those things, right? The pretty usual one, and bypassed one day, and I was accessing when I got a notification like my uncle is out of town for 3 to 4 days for and his friend marriage or something. Then I did that and I got access to the system and tried. I used to play some of the games that time. Project IGI is one of my favorite game that day. I mean those days. So I used to play that game. Okay, next thing. I hope you like my story. It's not that boring. OSCP series, yes, OSCP series we will come really soon. So till the time you guys followed the videos, I think I will try focusing on different methodology to solve a CTF system. That way you get a wide coverage about the OSCP and other thing. Okay, Anup, there is nice question he asked. Like, actually, recommend some good books for beginners to start. Yes, there are nice books. Really, there are some of the really nice books actually, which I will come up with the post recently, maybe after 3 to 4 days. Next week, definitely it will come about the books that you should like look out for if you're a beginner, someone, or even if you are a like even into cyber security industry for 2 to 3 months. There are some of the nice books. I will come up with some Amazon link also. Okay. Next thing is Ignition Gamer only for bug bounty. I prepared networking and used Nest Linux, Windows. Okay, what am I missing to learn? I think you are already on the way. So first of all, the Ignition Gamer, go for this HackerOne reports. Actually, go Google for HackerOne reports, and there are some of the website where you can find the previously reported issues. Now read all those previous reports and get a pattern or get an idea what all kind of issues are actually researcher are reporting and getting some bounty for that. Probably that you get some nice idea about like what all things to find out in a bug bounty and other thing. Harry got it just mentioned above. Hey Ignition Gamer, what have you studied yet? Okay, I guess they are talking to on. So probably we will close this session in another 3 to 4 minutes. If you guys have any other question to ask, I was planning to share some other tips related to the OWASP top 10, but we are blown away with different questions and other things. So yeah, any other question? I'll just give a 1 minute break or something, 30-second break, so that you guys can think. If you have any questions to write, I will try reply. Also, do let me know what about the idea of coming online, like every weekend or maybe uh, at least once in a month, so that we can have a better communication. The reason behind starting this channel is all to help the community. Cyber security is one of the community which is pretty much like few talked on over all over the world. So I just wanted to share my thoughts. Okay. I found a bug, bro. It was duplicate. What does duplicate means? Okay. So duplicate means the particular issue has been already reported by some external or some different security researcher, and probably you are not the first person to find out that particular bug or report to them. So duplicate, that's the exact meaning of duplicate, right? So better luck next time. You try hard, find more bug. It does happen in bug bounty. It's not something that is discouraging or demotivating, but yeah, of course you can try again, try harder for more bug. Okay, how many years you take to starting OCP? Sidhu, I actually took more than like 1 year kind of. I think I still remember in 2015 I was traveling on some Ola or Uber car along with my friend, and we're talking about like, are you preparing for OSCP? They say, okay, it's one of the interesting and challenging. He or she, somebody who was trying to say like, okay, this is really challenging. You have to do privilege escalation not only to get a shell or other thing. You will learn different methodology and all those different ways. So yes, I agree. It's quite interesting, it's quite challenging, quite learning, so it's a great journey. Okay, I think last two questions only. Okay, next thing is I want to start bug bounty. For now I'm practicing network. For now I am practicing network pen testing. If you are someone who is planning for bug bounty, go for this OS juice shop or something, yeah, or OS top 10 web bug or even API bug that I have made videos. Deploy those testing environment and start solving. That way you will get more and more idea. Is degree important in this field to get hired? I have already answered. I will put this video on YouTube so you get a better idea. Yes, it is sometime mandatory because some organizations basically check for your degree or other thing, but not always. I have also seen some of the really great people who has not even done their degree. So if you have skill, if you know those things, then definitely it is really good way you can get a job basically. Even you can do bug bounty and earn some money till the time you get a job. Okay, what is the starting salary package after doing OSCP? It depends actually. Let's say I am a guy who is working in an organization and getting salary something around 5 to 6 lakh per annum, and I have completed my OSCP, then obviously I will think of getting some really good hike. Somewhere around, maybe I ask to current manager because OSCP is a really challenging one. Also, guys, I have seen a lot of people doing some of the fake things in OSCP, so don't try to do that. Don't waste your money, don't waste your time. Put some of your learning things. It's the time to learn and grow, so don't waste everything. Learn and try to clear. Even if you are failing in first attempt, do again, try, attempt, go for the reattempt. I'm sure you will pass. Yes, salary package thing, as I said, it depends actually. So I would definitely ask for more hike. Typically in an industry or Indian industry, it's go around 30 to 40% of salary hike minimum they offer. But yeah, it depends also. I've seen people getting 100% hike also. So yeah, that's a different topic question. Last question. What's the future of hacking? IoT or cloud or something else? Yeah, those are the really upcoming technology. Things like IoT testing, which is already there. I think it's not the future. It's we are already into the IoT security things. So many things are happening. Cloud also, AWS, GCP, right? And also things like I would say artificial or AI, right? Artificial intelligence is also one of the great point. Also the future of learning, or which is already in the trend, is automation, CI/CD pipeline and other things are quite big topic. This is Robin from Bahrain. Hey Robin. Access still legit in 2020? Yeah, accesses will be there, and it is there actually in a lot of different portal. But now these days, a lot of different things has came, different framework and all those things, which handles these things in really nice way. Even things like different methodology has arrived, which will definitely help developers to build secure application. But you cannot ignore accesses always. Researcher will do their effort to find out somewhere or other. Okay, I have solid experience, Robinson. I have solid experience network security and 8 plus. I can see career in Prince is good, and I'm planning to sit career. Absolutely, Robinson. It's never too late. You can definitely uh, jump into in penetration testing. I'm sure you will find it more easier because you know the networks like for quite 8 year now. So it's a good. Make a video on Hacker 101 Hacker forums. Yeah, sure. I'll make a video on Hacker 101 or Hacker forums or platform or URL from where you can learn. I think this is pretty much it, guys. We have taken a lot of question, and it is really great talking to each one of you. I will definitely try making one more time this particular session. I mean the virtual conversation, so that I can interact better. Also, I am planning for some of the giveaway. One of my friends suggested to boost the channel, but that's not the objective. But still, I want you guys to get more educated. So yeah, one more question. Heath Adams is right. Yeah. He's really nice person. I have actually mailed him. He has a course about the complete or practical ethical hacking or something. It's really nice. I have seen this course material. Super awesome. I will make a video on that basically if you guys want me to talk about Heath Adam. I tried to make him some of the free giveaway like for his course, or maybe I will get some of the course voucher code and giveaway. Also, I will talk to Heath on mail or other thing. I have already mailed. Unfortunately, he might be busy or something, so I didn't get in response. But I will definitely try to talk to him. Even there is one more guy, Stock, who is also quite popular on YouTube. So I will try and mail these guys to get some like help and boost our channel. Now, till the time I have made more than 80 videos, so more videos will be coming in down the line. I am not the guy who stops after making some content, so I'll keep on going. So thanks, pretty, I think this is pretty much, yeah. Thanks everyone for joining, and I will try upload this video on YouTube also so that you guys get better idea. And if you have anything, I think I will see you really soon. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a good day.